the tuner, if you will. It's our feedback system. Our emotions are our energetic feedback system. And it tells us where we are. And when people say that you're too emotional, that is a fallacy, because nobody can be too emotional. You can have a depth of emotion that may be more expansive than another person. And then for that person, it may seem like you're too emotional, but don't take that on as there's something wrong with you, because people have done that to me. I am very emotional, which means that my feedback system is highly developed, and I can tune into and feel. My feelers are a lot more sensitive than maybe other people. It doesn't make me better. It just makes me me, right? And it doesn't make me less than. It just makes me me. Other people's perceptions of my emotions are really a story about themselves. My perceptions of other people's shit is a story too about myself. And when you're on a spiritual journey, and it's not like a spiritual journey, like some of those words just get lost in the sauce. It's like, look, you're a human being, you were born, and now you're growing and you're learning and you're aging, and as you're aging, you're learning, and there's different things, and maybe at different points in your life, you may have more traumatic things happening. Maybe, through the years, you don't process your trauma, and then you get to be in your 40s, and now all of this stuff is coming to the surface, and maybe it's coming in stages. Maybe it's taking years. Maybe one year there's one thing, and then another year there's another thing. Maybe there's repeating things that are coming up to be addressed. And it's not that they're repeating, but they kind of are. It's just that you're working through shit. You can't go backwards in your awareness. Like, once you reach a certain level of awareness and healing, there's no backwards movement. It's really only forwards. It only appears that you're repeating the same lessons because you are integrating things on a deeper level than you had before. And the more you peel back those layers, the more is going to appear to you. So while it may seem like you're learning the same lesson over and over, you are learning that lesson, but on deeper and deeper levels until you get to the root. It's like when you're digging up a weed. You have to keep going down until you get to the ball of the root. Otherwise, that weed is going to keep growing over and over and over. Now, in some gardens, some weeds are beneficial. Why are they beneficial? Because they feed the soil, or some of them may have medicine, right? So while the weeds can be beneficial, these things in your life that keep coming up are helping you to grow. So try not to have judgment on those things, but at the same time, you have to own your part. You have to own your shit. You have to weed your garden on a regular basis. Otherwise, everything's going to grow out of control, and it's going to get overwhelming. Did I make this analogy good? Understandable? Clear? I'm in the process now of rebuilding again. And it feels like I've been here before. But I'm here now as this version of myself. While before I was a different version of myself who was not as, we die and we are reborn. We die to ourselves and we are reborn. In each stage of our life and each moment is that we're never the same. We keep evolving. So I'm this version of me now. I'm not the other less evolved, less aware person I was the last time I went through this kind of, this kind of come to Jesus moment in my life, where everything starts to crumble and everything is pruned and I am sitting here feeling unsteady and like questioning everything. This is the normal steps of an awakening process. It's not, and don't get caught up in the awakening process. It's just a soul growth, but we attach different labels to it. It's just your soul is learning and integrating. You are becoming your it's like it is alchemy, because the core of your being is this peacefulness, it's love. And you are stepping out of everything that doesn't align with that. And we do this as we go through life. It just happens. Sometimes life forces us, so we don't want to, and like a seed, where we refuse to grow. We want to stagnate in the deep darkness of the soil because it feels safe there. But we can only exist there for so long. Eventually, the energy of the universe, your divine creator, however you want, whatever words and energies align with you, however you interpret that, circumstances are going to force you to start growing and blooming. It doesn't matter how hard you hold on to, I'm not coming out of this shell. I'm going to stay in my little seed for the rest of existence because it's too scary out there. I'm comfortable here. I don't want to know the rest. You're going to have to know the rest eventually. Maybe in this lifetime, maybe in other lifetimes, but the life is growth. You can't stagnate forever. You just can't. If you're stagnating, you're not growing, and life is growth. When you're on a roller coaster ride, it doesn't go backwards. It keeps going forward. And you can look back, but eventually you're going to be in a whole other part of the ride. And that's just how life rolls. And my life has, the last 2 years, has been a clusterfuck. Now, I have my physical health, my being. I have like way more gray hairs now. I haven't taken care of myself. I have gained weight. I have become, and I'm just being real vulnerable here, a very angry person. I am angry. I am full of rage. I am angry at people for the shit that they have done to me. And I see they keep doing it. And I'm stuck in environments that are so unhealthy for me. And it is like you're surrounded by people that exhibit monstrous ways of existing. And then you have to become a monster to battle these monsters. And I'm not everybody's at a different point in their journey. People aren't monsters, but I'm just using that as an analogy. It's like oh my God, it's just like a 3-ring circus of mirroring back and forth and ping-ponging. And everybody's learning these like really excruciating lessons at the same time. And everybody's, butting heads and it's shit's bouncing back and forth. And I'm tired. It is exhausting me. And it's bringing out this version of me that is trying to survive in this. And it's a warrior. It's bringing out this bad-ass warrior that stands on business. And while before the prior versions of me, those versions of me would have caved. And so to exist and survive, I had to become a more warriorized version of myself. And I am tired of wearing this armor. It is heavy. It is not, this is not, sometimes you are around people that are going to pull this out of you because you know that you need to survive, and the only way to survive is to be warrior. And I'm tired of battling. I am fucking tired of battling. And I think that this doesn't have really anything to do with anyone else. Everyone else is going to be who they are. They're going to go through their lessons. They're going to learn their stuff in their time, right? I cannot control how anyone responds or reacts to me or treats me or their perception of me is. I cannot control that. That is beyond my control. What I can control is me, right? And I have what I'm so angry about, I feel, to not be this warrior. I need to remove myself from situations that make me feel like I gotta battle. And if people are gaslighting me, if people are manipulating me, if people are, being emotionally abusive to me and cheating on me and betraying my trust and, violating my body by giving me an STD, and luckily it was curable, but still makes me feel gross. I'm still having an issue with that kind of level of betrayal that I could, the anger, it's like most of it is like I'm angry with myself that I let myself down, that I didn't protect myself, that I allowed myself to remain in environments and relationships that have not served me, even though I knew better. I out of the love that I had for people, that softness that I had in my heart for people has now, it's like there's a hardening that has happened that I'm not familiar with, because that's not who I am. But unfortunately, staying in these relationships is going to continue to harden me, because that's who I have to be to survive in those relationships. And I'm choosing to stay in relationships that are so unhealthy for me, and this is the result, and people don't like it. People like me soft and mushy and easily manipulated, but to be in relationships with these people, I can't be that person. Does that make any sense? I can't be that person. I can't show up like that when I don't feel safe. When I don't feel safe around people. There are the things that people have said to me are atrocious, and I'm not excusing myself. I have said some really mean things in response. I have been nasty and mean in response. Being told that I should have never been born, that nobody loves me, nobody likes me, nobody will ever love me. The only person I had was my cat, and now my cat has died, and now I have no one. Like, all of these mean, awful things, that I'm the spawn of Satan, and, I'm dirt on a shoe, and, I'm nobody, I'm nothing. I'm crazy. I'm loony. I'm a cunt. I've said that word. I have called people that. I'm insane. I'm a sea bag. I'm a mental midget. I don't remember things right. I'm being told by these people that I'm narcissistic. Okay, that I have mental health issues. That I am bipolar. That I have, what was the other diagnosis they gave me? Borderline personality disorder. I have been diagnosed by people in my family with all sorts of different mental health issues. And been told that I'm crazy. I don't remember anything. I'm delusional. I don't remember things right. I don't know how to talk to people. This has been such a fucking nightmare of abuse that I have withstood, okay? And people saying that I didn't say things that I said, and people saying that they didn't do things that they did. And now, like, it get me to the point where I have to record shit so I can go back when they tell me they never did that, or I did something that I said something I didn't say, or that I didn't say something that I said, or whatever, just to have the validation of knowing what the truth is. It has been a crazy fucking ride. And not only that, dealing with another version of that in my workplace. You know, another person coming at me with their vitriol, and just, it's happened in different areas of my life, and I have to turn on myself and look at that and determine how this shit affects me, and what I'm going to take in and what I'm not. And being told all of this, as strong of a person I am, and as smart as I am, that I can logically understand that this is not about me, this is their shit, that it still affected me. It still changed the way that I look at myself and view myself and take care of myself. It crushed me inside. It broke me. It broke a piece of me inside that I can't fucking mend. And I'm tired now, and I'm angry. I'm really fucking angry, and people are telling me now that my anger is the problem. No, my anger is not the fucking problem. The problem is that I've been treated like shit for an extended period of time by people who are supposed to care about me, and now they don't like the version of me that they're pulling out. If I didn't feel like I needed to protect myself, if I didn't feel, if I felt safe, I wouldn't need to be this warrior. But the rage and the anger that comes along with this journey of understanding what the mind fuckery that has happened to you it's real. This rage is real, man. And the only thing that I can do is honor it. I can honor my rage and know that it's there because it's telling me that I'm not being treated right. And I can use it, and not as a destructive force. I can use it as a motivating force to propel me out of situations that hurt me so badly that I cannot even begin to unfold and blossom into the person I'm supposed to be, because I'm too busy trying to survive in environments that just barely tolerate me, and from people that don't want to see their part in anything, and want to scapegoat me to put it all on me and make me carry this weight. I am so exhausted, and I'm done. I'm done with it. The motivation for me is to get healthy and to move out of environments that make me sick, and get out of relationships that make me sick. And the universe is not dealing with me like how long what I had an aha moment was the other day is, seriously, if the people that are saying all this stuff to me and treating me this way are people that cheat, lie, steal, manipulate, and gaslight other people, and use other people, and hurt other people. If these are the people that are saying this shit to me, that I'm crazy, that I have mental health disorders, and all of this stuff, if these are the people that are telling me all about me, what is that? Why should that affect me? Look at the character of these people and who they are and what they're capable of doing to other people without feeling remorse. And then to turn and play the victim card, you know, when they're the one who are ones that are causing so much strife and hurt and pain to other people. Why should I take their opinion of me seriously? Why should it even matter? It doesn't. All I'm starting to see now is these are extremely hurt people that are projecting out their own feelings about themselves and trying to make me the problem. What? Because I stand on business and I'm not going to let people steamroll me, and I'm not going to allow people to get away with stuff anymore? But then it comes to the point where how much energy am I putting in to standing on business when it just doesn't matter, does it? No. People choose who they want to be. They choose how they're going to treat other people, and they have to own that. I don't have to keep fighting to keep people in my life who have shown me that they don't care about me. Over and over again. And all I want them to show me is that they actually do care, and this was all, some kind of misunderstanding, and they'll see the error of their ways, and they'll say, you know what, I'm real sorry, and it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen, and I have to come to terms with that, because it hasn't happened yet. The only thing that has happened here is that I have become more sick, more stressed, more, mentally overwhelmed, and my well-being has been affected. Does any of this that I'm saying sound familiar to you? Because if it does, then I hope that I can help you by helping myself. Because I'm no longer going to stay in relationships or situations or environments that make me sick. And my number one goal is to get into a different environment. That is my number one goal. That is my number one goal. Everything else is to the wayside. Everything else is to the wayside. I mean, I'm taking care of my health and everything, but my health's going to get a whole lot better once I'm not in environments that make me sick. The weight will come off. I will go back to my complexion and my skin and my hair being normal. I will have the energy to take better care of myself once I am not in environments that are making me sick. And they are. They are. These environments and relationships are affecting my mental health. They're affecting my emotional health. They're affecting my physical health. They're affecting my energy. They're affecting my spirit. On a soul level, it's helping me grow. But everything else is just, it's all fucking chaos. Sometimes, no matter how much you pour into somebody, they are not going to return the favor because they have not done the work. They don't have the self-awareness. They don't want to do it. It's easier for them to just take whatever you're willing to pour into them. And then when you pull back and don't give what they expect, then you become the problem. I have to be okay with being everybody's problem. I have to. Because that means that I'm taking care of myself, unfortunately. It shouldn't be like that, right? It should not be like that. But there are no people in my life, except for my father, that I feel safe with. None. And that's the truth. Instead of being an angry person and being bitter and angry all the time, because and it's like I can keep all of these relationships as they are and just resign to being an angry, bitter person, and that will be who I am, because that's who I need to be to exist in these relationships. That's who I need to be because I need to survive, and that's how I survive. That's how I'm going to survive. Or I can take myself out of these environments and relationships as they are and and allow myself to heal and be the version of myself that I deserve to be, I can live a life of peace and freedom to just exist as I am without being bullied and told there's something wrong with me all the time, and my wiring is fucked up, and constantly being told there's something wrong with me. You know, I'm just, maybe if I'm not in all of this environments, hearing all of this stuff all the time, just being where I'm tolerated, you know, barely, and maybe if I'm not around all of this, I will start to unfold and blossom and grow into the woman that I'm meant to be, that I'm supposed to be. Because this is a version of me that should not be activated on a regular basis. It shouldn't. It's good to have that warrior, right? But the warrior cannot be activated 24/7 to survive. I can't do it. Okay. I hope this helps somebody. You're not alone. If you feel this way, if you've been through this kind of shit, you're not alone. Clearly. Toodaloo.